Hey there, Cody here, and in this video I want to talk to you about selecting the right images for your website. Getting the right images on your website literally makes or breaks your website. If you get great images, the site can look amazing. Get bad images and the site can just look absolutely atrocious. So in this video, I wanted to show you some tips on how to choose the right images for your website. So the first question is, should I use a professional photographer or should I buy stock images to use on my website? Well, of course, the answer is if you've got the money, a professional photographer is always best. When you use a professional photographer, it's going to be your people, your clients, and your style. And of course, on your website, it's going to make your website look so much better. When we use stock images, sometimes we can find that they really do just look like stock images and people can tell that it's not your brand. Now, in saying that, some industries have great stock photography, and sometimes if we need to get the best of both worlds, we can pay a photographer to take our most important shots and then use stock images for maybe our inner pages or our not so important photographs on the website. So when it comes to stock photographs, there's plenty of places where you can purchase stock photographs on the internet. iStockPhoto, for example, or Shutterstock are your high-end options. They're the most expensive places to buy stock photographs from, but they have the highest range and the highest quality of photographs. Then on the lower end, there's several websites which I've listed in my email to you guys where you can get free stock photographs. My personal favorite is Envato Elements. That's where I get most of my stock photos from. I find it's a good middle ground where you're paying not too much money for the photos, but you get a great selection of photographs. So that's my recommendation. So if we've decided to use stock photographs, I want to give you some tips in this video about how to choose the right stock photographs so that your site looks amazing. So the first tip is this: to match the colors that are in your logo and in your brand style guide. So if you have lots of reds in your logo and lots of reds in the colors that you use across your marketing, then you want to make sure that you're choosing photographs that match in with a red color palette. There's no point choosing sepia photos with a red color palette or blue looking photos with a red color palette if they're just not going to match. Make sure you're picking photos that match your color palette. On a lot of stock photography websites, they actually have a filter where you can select the types of colors that you're looking for in your photos. I would highly recommend that you use that filtering system to make sure you're choosing photos that are going to look great with your branding. Tip number 2 is to consider your target audience. Don't choose photos that don't represent the type of people that your product or service represents. Make sure you choose photos that are appropriate to them and are going to encourage them to take the next step with your business. Tip number 3 is to choose stock photographs that are appropriate for the different areas that you have on your website. For example, if I was a handyman and I did plumbing and electrical work, I need to make sure that I choose photos that I can use on the plumbing page as well as photos that I can use on the electrical page. So make sure you choose photos that are going to be appropriate for the different areas that you have on your brand new website. And finally, take a look at our demo site at demo.lightningsites.com and look at the page layouts that you've chosen and make sure you're choosing images that are going to slot into the different areas on your new page layouts. So that's it. That's how to choose the right images for your new website. In just a few days' time, we're going to be delivering your new Speed Build Lightning Sites website to you, and we just can't wait to see how it's going to look when you drop your awesome new photographs into the site.